Yes, good morning to all. Now we are going to in this section few more difficulty problems in integral test and these are mainly prescribed book problems means very important problems in the examination point of view, and little bit simplification should be there some extra simplification, not like previous problems so do while doing in the examination let us do carefully right. I mean today also we are going to do few more questions in integral test Test for convergence of sigma 1 by root n into log n from n equal to 2 to infinity using integral test today's all problems try to remember, even if they don't mention test name then also compulsorily do in integral test like this logarithmic relations available right. Especially from this question onwards, even if they don't mention method name test name compulsorily you must do in integral test only right. Work is initial work is same like your previous questions First take your given term let sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity is equal to sigma 1 by root n into log n from n equal to 2 to infinity. From this we can find f of n. F of n is 1 by root n into log n. Now f of x is 1 by root x into log x. This is f of x. Now take in. Let in is equal to integral here starting from 2 to n f of x dx. This is integral 2 to n f of x is what here 1 by root x into log x dx. Now let us calculate this integration. That integration calculation is little bit difficult right. To evaluate this integration I want to multiply and divide with this root x I mean I am writing this as 2 to n root x by root x into root x is what x into log x dx. Otherwise this you can write as integral 2 to n x to the power of 1 by 2 whole by x into log x dx. X to the power of 1 by 2 root x you can write. Now use substitution condition in the integral take log x equal to some t. Let log x is equal to t. This implies 1 by x dx becomes what dt. X equal to log x equal to t take 1 by x dx is what dt, and x is equal to what e power t or not. Whenever log x equal to t means log x to the base e is t then x should be e power t and limits if x equal to 2 then t value should be what log 2 directly I am writing and log 2 directly I am writing t is equal to log n. Understood or not? T limits. Basically these are x limits substitute here. X log 2 is t value lower bound and upper bound is what log n. X equal to n substitute means t is varies from where to where t is varies from where to where it is varies from log 2 to log n yes, use all these things in this then in is equal to integral log 2 to log n. Yes, x is what e power t e power 1 by 2 t directly I am writing whole by 1 by x dx is what dt. This 1 by x dx is dt. Log x is what t dt. Understood or not? Just I use above conditions in the above relation. You can write this as integral log 2 to log n. Now 1 by 2 you can write as t inverse into e power 1 by 2 t dt. Now use integral by parts, integral uv condition. U integral v minus integral of derivative of u into integral v. Those terms I am writing. This is u integral v. U means what? T inverse. Integral of e power 1 by 2 t is what? E power 1 by 2 t whole by 1 by 2. Because a value e power a t integral is e power a t by t. A is 1 by 2. Minus this is u integral v value minus integral of derivative of u. Derivative of t inverse is what? Minus 1 into t power minus 2 or not. Derivative of t inverse with respect to t. U integral v minus integral of derivative of u into integral v. Integral of this is what? Into e power 1 by 2 t whole by 1 by 2 dt. This is directly I am taking within the limits log 2. Direct last limits I am writing log 2 to log n. Any problem is there? Still 1 by 1 by 2 you can write as what? 2. 1 by 1 by 2 is 2 means this portion is 2 into t inverse e power 1 by 2 t. Within these limits I will proceed separate limits. I mean this is what? 2 into t inverse of e power 1 by 2 t within the limits log 2 to log n. Now here minus into minus becomes plus. Integral, directly integral limits I am using here. Log 2 to log n. It is 2 into t power minus 2 e power 1 by 2 t dt. Right? Now let us use bounds here. Let us substitute bounds here. Right? If you can use bounds, it should be what? This is 2 into 2 I am taking outside. Use upper bound. Log n whole inverse. Log n whole inverse because 2 we are using log n into here use. Right? Here means what? It is e power, directly I am writing e power 1 by 2 into log n minus, that is upper bound value, minus lower bound. Lower bound is what? Log 2 inverse log 2 inverse into next what? This e power 1 by 2 into log 2 plus this you can write as it is. I am not doing any work here. Log 2 to log n. It is what? 2 into t power minus 2 e power 1 by 2 t dt. Any problem is there? Let us simplify again this. This is equal to, yes, go here. 2 into, this is e power log n to the power of 1 by 2 or not. M log n is log n to the power of m whole by this log n. I taken log n to denominator, that is this term minus here also this is what? E power log 2 to the power of 1 by 2 or not. 2 to the power of 1 by 2 whole by log 2. This is this portion and that integral as it is, right? Integral log 2 to log n 2 into t power minus 2 e power 1 by 2 t dt. Any problem is there? Still we can write it as 2 into this is what? 2 into this is what? Is it n to the power of 1 by 2 or not? N to the power of 1 by 2 by log n minus this is what? 2 power 1 by 2 by log 2. In our material I taken this one separately, only I did this work because this is remains as it is, but here I am doing continuously plus integral log 2 to log n. I am not changing this, I want to keep as it is until to end step. This integration don't do, keep it as it is, right? This is in result ma, right? This is in result ma. Now let us go for limit in as n tends to infinity ma, right? This is in simplified na. Now let us proceed. Limit in as n tends to infinity. 2 into limit of this ma, limit n to the power of 1 by 2 whole by log n as n tends to infinity minus this ma. This is constant number na, root 2 by log 2. 2 power 1 by 2 root to 1, and the same, no need to take limit here because it is constant number ma. Here I am writing ma, plus limit as n tends to infinity of this total thing, integral log 2 to log n 2 into t power minus 2 e power 1 by 2 t dt. Don't do this much, just to go simplification of this only, right? Here it is. Actually, whenever you can use limit here ma, it is infinity by infinity formation you get, because as n tends to infinity, n power 1 by 2 tends to infinity. Infinity by infinity you got ma. Infinity by infinity is what? N power 1 by 2 or root n 1 and the same or not. For my convenience I am writing root n. Any problem is there? Right? Yes. As n tends to infinity, root n tends to infinity, log n tends to infinity. Infinity by infinity. That's why use the L'Hospital rule here. What is that L'Hospital rule? Limit as n tends to infinity, differentiate numerator and denominator separately. Root n differentiation is what ma? 1 by 2 root n by log n differentiation is what ma? 1 by n. Understood or not? Any problem is there? Here I am using set bracket for your convenience. Minus remaining term write as it is, no change at all, right? And this we are not doing any work, keep it as it is. Limit as n tends to infinity, what is that ma? Integral log 2 to log n 2 into t power minus 2 e power 1 by 2 t dt. Any problem is there? Almost we are at end stages. Just see here ma. Here ma, this is means limit in as n tends to infinity is equal to, here limit as n tends to infinity, this is n na, is it root n or not? I mean root n by 2 or not? Any problem is there? This 2 remains as it is ma. This 2 I am keeping outside, leave it, no need to change that. Otherwise 2 you can cancel, no problem at all. This 2 I kept as it is ma. This value is what ma? Limit, sorry 1 minute, I will write clearly here. For this total term 2 you can take common ma. 2 into, this is what ma? Limit as n tends to infinity, it is root n by 2. Root n by 2, this value minus this you can write root 2 by log 2. This is this portion ma, plus remaining term as it is right ma. Limit as n tends to infinity, integral log 2 to log n, what is that ma? 2 into t power minus 2 into e power 1 by 2 t dt. Don't proceed this integration. Why we are not doing this integration? In the next step you get complete conclusion ma, right? Here once look ma, as n tends to infinity, root n is also tending to infinity or not? If this portion is infinity, then this total thing also infinity or not? That's why don't do this integration. It is the extra work for you. Keep as it is ma, just we are simplifying this only. That's why in the material ma, I taken this term separately, this term separately ma. I mean sorry, this term separately I taken ma, I did work ma, you got infinity. If this term is infinity ma, then its remaining term also undefined. If in this total thing, if this portion is undefined, means total also undefined or not? That condition we got, because as n tends to infinity, root n tends to infinity, or root n by 2 tends to infinity, means this total thing is infinity, so that this total portion also infinity. We got limit in as n tends to infinity is infinity, right? Then what about your given series nature ma? By integral test, sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity is divergent. This work try practice carefully ma, because this is not that much of simple work ma, right? Now this is about your new question. Now go for next problem. test for convergence of sigma n equal to 2 to infinity 1 by n into log n. 1 by n log n. Even if they don't mention name ma, then also these questions you must do in where ma? Integral test only. But here I am giving by using integral test. It is not compulsory. All these problems, today's all problems, you must do in where ma? Integral test ma, right? Yes. First take your given series ma. It is sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity. Yes, let sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity is equal to what ma? Sigma n equal to 2 to infinity 1 by n into log n. This implies f of n is equal to 1 by n into log n. From this, f of x is equal to 1 by x into log x, right? Let in is equal to integral 2 to infinity, here again f of x dx. This is integral 2 to infinity. F of x is what ma? 1 by x into log x dx. Here again use substitution method ma, log x equal to t to evaluate that integration. Let log x equal to t, then 1 by x dx becomes what ma? Dt, and t is varies from log, sorry, it is 2 to n. I did wrong here, in 2 to n. If t equal x equal to 2, t is what ma? Log 2, and t is equal to log n. Any problem? If x equal to n, t is what ma? Log n ma. Just use all these things in the above relation ma. This implies in is equal to integral log 2 to log n. 1 by x dx is dt, so that it is 1 by t dt. Any problem is there? Log x is t na, 1 by t, 1 by x dx is dt ma, right? Integral 1 by t is what ma? Is it log t or not? This is log t within the limits log 2 to log n. Log 2 to log n. Use upper bound and lower bound. This is log of log n, upper bound ma, minus this log of log 2, it is lower bound, right? Otherwise this you can write as log m minus log n is what ma? Log m by n. It is log of log n by log 2. In the material I kept this as it is. You can conclude by as it is relation also, but I simplified still, because log m minus log n is log m by n ma. This is in ma. Now let us find limit in as n tends to infinity ma. Limit in as n tends to infinity is, as n tends to infinity, log n tends to infinity or not? Log of log n log infinity by 2 is what ma? Is it undefined or not? Infinity. By integral test we say given series is divergent. By integral test, sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity is divergent. Yes, this is about your new question. Yes, now go for next question ma. Test for convergence of log n by n from n equal to 2 to infinity. Log n by n from n equal to 2 to infinity using integral test ma. This is your new question. It is also similar to previous one ma. This is log n by n. Here only I am changing. Now f of n is what ma? Log n by n. F of x is what ma? Log x by x, right? Now this is your in. From here I want to go separately. Yes, in is integral 2 to n f of x dx ma. It is integral 2 to n f of x is what ma? Log x by x into dx. Again use substitution method, log x equal to t. Let log x equal to t, this implies 1 by x dx is what ma? Dt, and t is equal to log 2 to t is equal to log n. T is log 2 to log n ma. I mean this implies in is equal to integral log 2 to log n. 1 by x dx is dt, so that it is t into dt, right, which is what ma? T square by 2 within the limits log 2 to log n, because integral t is what ma? T square by 2. Yes, this is 1 by 2 into, substitute upper and lower bounds. Upper bound is what ma? Log n whole square minus log 2 whole square. This is your in result ma. Now let us go for limit in as n tends to infinity ma. Limit in as n tends to infinity is, as n tends to infinity, log n tends to infinity, so that this total thing is also tending to where ma? Infinity. By integral test, sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity is divergent. This completes your question. Yes. Next question. Test for convergence of sigma n equal to 2 to infinity log n by n square using integral test mo. Log n by n square using integral test mo. That is your new question ma. Yes, once proceed it ma. Yes, it is sigma f of n ma, sigma log n by n square from n equal to 2 to infinity, right? This implies f of n is equal to log n by n square. This implies f of x is what ma? Log x by x square, right? This is your result ma. Now let us take in. Let in is equal to integral 2 to n f of x dx. This is integral 2 to n f of x is what ma? Log x by x square into dx. I am going to write this result as integral 2 to n. 1 by x square you can write as 1 by x into 1 by x into log x dx. Any problem with this? Just this 1 by x square I am writing as 1 by x into 1 by x. For my convenience I am taking combination like this. Again here use substitution method, log x equal to t. Let log x equal to t. This implies 1 by x dx becomes what ma? Dt, and t is from where to where ma? Log 2 to log n, and also here one more term ma. If log x equal to t, then x should be what ma? E power t or not ma? If log x base e is t ma, then x is e power t ma, right? Use all these things in the above relation. Then in is equal to integral log 2 to log n. Yes. Now here ma, this 1 by x dx is dt, this is dt, leave it ma. Here 1 by x, here replace x with what ma? E power t, it is 1 by e power t. Is it e power minus t or not? Directly I am writing. e power minus t, and x is what ma? T. T I am writing here ma, for my convenience. T e power t into dt. Any problem is there? Directly I did ma. T, this is t e power t into dt, right? Now use here integration by parts ma. Integral uv, t is u and e power minus t is v ma, right? Then what is integral uv ma? U integral v ma. It is t into e power minus t, integration is what ma? E power minus t by minus 1 minus integral of derivative of t is 1 ma, into integral of e power minus t is e power minus t by minus 1 dt within the limits. Direct limits I am taking log 2 to log n, right? This is minus t into e power minus t into e power minus t. Again integration of e power minus t is what ma? Minus t by minus 1, minus into minus becomes plus. This minus remains as it is ma. Minus e power minus t within the limits log 2 to log n, right? Here take minus e power minus t common. I am writing like this: minus of t plus 1 into e power minus t within the limits log 2 to log n. Any problem here ma? Now this minus you can keep as it is outside ma. First I am proceeding upper bound here ma, right? What is that upper bound ma? T log n ma. Log n plus 1 into e power minus t. Here take t equal to log n. It is e power minus log n. I am writing clearly ma. That is upper bound ma. Minus lower bound result ma. Log 2 plus 1 into e power minus t is what ma? Log 2. Any problem is there ma? Right? This is minus of, at end stages we can take minus inside ma. This is what ma? Log n plus 1 into e power log n to the power of minus 1, because this is m log n is what ma? Log n to the power of m. We proceed ma. Minus this I am writing as it is log 2 plus 1 into here also e power log of 2 power minus 1. Any problem there ma? Now take this minus inside, no problem. This is minus, now minus of log n plus 1 into this you can write as n inverse. Any problem? E power log n inverse base e means what ma? Is it n inverse or not? Minus into minus what ma? Plus log 2 plus 1 into, is it 2 inverse or not? 2 inverse means 1 by 2. I mean, what is simplified in ma? What is simplified in ma? It is minus of log n plus 1 by n plus log of 2 plus 1 by 2. 2 inverse you can write as 1 by 2. This is in ma. Now find limit in as n tends to infinity ma. This implies limit in as n tends to infinity is minus limit log n plus 1 by n as n tends to infinity is one term. Limit of this constant number is what ma? That constant number itself, it is log of 2 plus 1 whole by 2 ma, right? But here if we can use ma, as n tends to infinity, this numerator tends to infinity, n tends to infinity, denominator also infinity. Infinity by infinity you got, that's why use L'Hospital rule there ma. What is that L'Hospital rule? Differentiate numerator separately, denominator separately, and then use limit condition ma. This is minus limit as n tends to infinity. First numerator differentiation. Log of n plus 1 differentiation is what ma? 1 by n plus 1, because log x differentiation is 1 by x. Whole by n differentiation with respect to n is what ma? 1 plus log of 2 plus 1 by 2. Clear reason I am writing, since by L'Hospital rule. L'Hospital rule means what ma? If suppose in the limit 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, if you can get ma, you have to use it ma, otherwise don't use it. There numerator separately differentiate and denominator separately differentiate and then use the condition ma. That is your L'Hospital rule condition ma, right? You can now proceed here ma. As n tends to infinity, 1 by n plus 1 tends to 0 or not ma. This total thing is 1 by n plus 1 ma. It is minus 0 is what ma? 0 plus log 2 plus 1 whole by 2. That means limit in as n tends to infinity is what ma? 1 by 2 into log of 2 plus 1 ma. This is constant number ma, 1 by 2 into log of 2 plus 1, right? So that by integral test we say given series is converges to 1 by 2 into log 2 plus 1 more. Sorry, log not 2 plus 1 more. It may be log 2 plus 1. Log 2 plus 1. I am writing wrongly here ma. From here onwards. Log 2 plus 1. Log 2 plus 1. Be careful. Here also log 2 plus 1. Log 2 plus 1. Clearly write like this, it is better. Log 2 plus 1. Right? Here also. Log 2 plus 1, here 1 by 2 into log 2 plus 1, log 2 plus 1. By integral test, sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity is converges to 1 by 2 into log 2 plus 1. That means your given series is what ma? Convergent series ma. This is also one special question, important question. Yes, go for next question ma. Test for convergence of sigma n equal to 4 to infinity 1 by n into log n into log of log n using integral test. Here I am not writing more, but for this question compulsorily you must use integral test even if they don't mention test name. Even if they don't mention test name, then also you must use it integral test only, right? Yes, come on to this question. Yes, first take your given series as sigma f of n. Let sigma f of n from where to where here ma? N equal to 4 to infinity is equal to sigma n equal to 4 to infinity. What is it ma? 1 by n into log n into log of log n. This implies f of n is equal to 1 by n into log n into log of log n. This implies what is f of x here ma? 1 by x into log x into log of log x. Now take in. Let in is equal to integral 4 to n f of x dx. This is integral 4 to n f of x is what ma? 1 by x into log x into log of log x dx. To evaluate this integration, for my convenience I am writing like this ma, integral 4 to n. This I am going to write as 1 by x into log x whole by log of log x. Any problem there? Both are same. Again this whole by this means this by this into this only, same thing will get ma. If we can go through this ma, this is in the form of f dash x by f of x. Denominator differentiation is numerator. If you want you can verify in the rough work. Let us take log of log x equal to t ma, then 1 by x into log x into dx is dt will get. Integral f dash x by f of x is log f of x, you know, in your integration formulas, no? That directly I am going to use, ma. This is integral of that is what, ma? F dash x by f of x, log f of x, ma. It is log of log x within the limits 4 to n. Since clear reason I am writing, since integral f dash x by f of x is what, ma? Log f of x. This formula we take in, right? This is f of x, but differentiation of this is this, so that integral of this log this, ma, right? Now here use upper bound and lower bound, ma. Then this is what, ma? Upper bound use log log n. This is upper bound, ma, minus log log 4. This is lower bound, ma, right? Again log m minus log n is log m by n, ma. Then this we can write as log of log n by log of log 4, because here log m minus log n is log m by n, ma. This is simplified in result, ma, right? Now let us take limit in as n tends to infinity, ma. Limit in as n tends to infinity is, as n tends to infinity, log n tends to infinity, so that this total thing tends to infinity, so that this total thing also what, ma? Tending to infinity. By integral test, sigma f of n from n equal to 4 to infinity is divergent. Your series is what, ma? Divergent series, ma. This is one new question, ma, right? Yes, see next problem, ma. In this model it is the last problem, but this is a very important problem, ma. It is very, very important problem. Test for convergence of sigma n equal to 2 to infinity 1 by n into log n whole to the power of p converges if p greater than 1 and it is divergent if p less than or equal to 1. This is the question for you. Actually in entrance point of view, this is one formula, ma. They will give 1 by n log n whole to the power of 2 is convergent or not. Their p equal to 2 greater than 1. According to this condition, it is what, ma? Convergent. 1 by n log n is convergent or not. Sigma 1 by n log n is convergence or divergence, they will ask, ma. Here p value is 1, whenever 1 it is divergence. Means this is like one formula in the entrance point of view, ma. But we are doing that one like a problem, ma, important problem, ma. Here also they are not giving any method name, ma, but compulsorily this problem you must do in integral test, ma. This is the only option, right? Let sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity is equal to sigma n equal to 2 to infinity 1 by n into log n whole to the power of p. This implies f of n is equal to 1 by n into log n to the power of p. From this, f of x is 1 by x into log x to the power of p. Right? You can now take in, ma. Let in is equal to integral 2 to n f of x dx. This is integral 2 to n. F of x is what, ma? 1 by x into log x whole to the power of p dx. To evaluate this integration, let us take log x equal to t, substitution condition. Let log x equal to t. This implies 1 by x dx is dt, and t is varies from where to where ma? Log 2 to log n. T is from log 2 to log n ma. This implies in is equal to integral log 2 to log n. 1 by x dx is dt ma. Here it is 1 by t power p dt. Any problem is there? Otherwise this you can write as integral log 2 to log n. It is t power minus p dt, right? Now integral t power minus p dt value is in two different situations will get ma, right? In two different situations will get ma. One situation is, this is clearly I am writing, whenever p is not equal to 1 ma, if p value is not equal to 1 ma, it is integral t power minus p is what ma? T power minus p plus 1 by minus p plus 1 for all p is not equal to 1 ma. If suppose p equal to 1 ma, then t inverse means 1 by t. Integration of 1 by t is what ma? Is it log t or not? For all p is equal to 1, this should be within the limits log 2 to log n. Log 2 to log n within the limits you have ma, right? These two situations will arise ma. P is not equal to 1 is this, and p equal to 1 is this. We have our condition in three situations. Once take p greater than 1 ma, there we must show it is convergent. Then take p is less than 1 ma, there show it is divergent, and take p equal to 1 ma, there show it is divergent ma, right? P equal to 1 means this case you can take ma, p is greater than 1, less than 1. In both situations this integral value should be what ma? This you have to take ma, right? That condition we are going to do in the next step ma, right? Now let us go for in part for result ma. Clearly that in part means, I mean this bounds also I want to substitute ma. This implies in is equal to bounds substitute cheyandi em vastundi? Upper bound, one substitute upper bound ma. Log of minus p plus 1 or p 1 minus p, directly I am writing log 1 minus p by 1 minus p, log 1 minus p by 1 minus p for upper bound ma, minus, this is in two situations ma, lower bound ma, log 2 whole to the power of 1 minus p by 1 minus p. This is true for all p is not equal to 1 ma. When p equal to 1, it is what ma? Log of log n minus log of log 2 for all p is equal to 1 ma. These are the total situations we have ma. One is 1 by p minus 1 into log n whole to the power of 1 minus p, minus log 2 whole to the power of 1 minus p, means you can take 1 by 1 minus p common ma, and other one is this ma. Otherwise directly I want to take 1 by 1 minus p common. In the next step I will write in is equal to beta 1 by 1 minus p take common ma. Then what is the remaining result? Log, sorry here it is log n na, log n whole to the power of 1 minus p minus log 2 whole to the power of 1 minus p for all p is not equal to 1, and it is log m minus log n. Directly you can write as what now? Log of log n by log 2 for all p is equal to 1 ma, right? This is complete simplified form of your above result ma, right? Okay, now let us go for your result, means p greater than 1 case let us take ma. First case I am doing ma. In three cases you have to do. This is some relation number 1, proceed better for our convenience. Big expression 1 take ma, right? Now let p is greater than 1 ma. This implies in is, here it is this na, 1 by 1 minus p, but whenever p is greater than 1 ma, whenever p is greater than 1, p minus 1 greater than 0, for that here log n to the power of 1 minus p is there, you must keep as it as what ma? P minus 1. For that I am writing it as what ma? 1 by log n whole to the power of p minus 1 minus log 2 power 1 minus p, no problem, it is constant number ma. Any difficulty is there ma? Any problem in that case ma? Right? Now I want to find limit in ma. This implies, let us go for limit in as n tends to infinity. Whenever n tends to infinity ma, log n tends to infinity, log n whole to the power of p minus 1 tends to infinity for p is greater than 1, and 1 by infinity should be what ma? 0. This is 0 ma. I mean 1 by 1 minus p into 0 minus this log 2 whole to the power of 1 minus p. Any problem is there? Otherwise this result is what ma? Log 2 power 1 minus p whole by 1 minus p. Is it a constant number or not? By integral test we say given series is what ma? Convergent. By integral test we can proceed sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity is convergent. That means it is convergent whenever p is greater than 1. First case we completed ma. Next go for p less than 1 case ma. Let p is less than 1. But here remember, whenever p less than 1 ma, now 1 minus p is greater than 0. Here 1 minus p we are writing as p minus 1 because p greater than 1. But here 1 minus p greater than 0, that's why keep as it is ma. Now come on to here. From big expression 1 implies, according to this ma, in is equal to p less than 1 case, p greater than 1 case comes under p is not equal to 1 case only na. Here it is what ma? 1 by 1 minus p into log n whole to the power of 1 minus p minus log 2 whole to the power of 1 minus p. Same, this term I written as it is ma. I am not changing ma. Because p is less than 1 means 1 minus p should be what ma? Greater than 0. I want to keep 1 minus p as it is for log result ma. Now take limit as n tends to infinity on both sides. This implies limit in as n tends to infinity is, as n tends to infinity, log n tends to infinity, log n whole to the power of 1 minus p, because 1 minus p is greater than 0, is also tending to infinity, means this tends to infinity. So that this minus this also tending to infinity, whole by this also tending to where more? Infinity. Means limit in is infinity more. Whenever it is infinity, by integral test, what do you say ma? By integral test, we say that sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity is divergent. Yes, whenever p is less than 1 ma, we proved sigma f of n is divergent. Less than 1 case is over. Next to take p equal to 1 case ma. Let us take p equal to 1. But from 1 implies whenever p equal to 1, what is in result ma? For p equal to 1, this is in na. Take that in here ma. It is log of log n by log 2, right? Now find limit here ma. This implies limit in as n tends to infinity, once concentrate ma. It is as n tends to infinity, log n tends to infinity, log n by log 2 also tending to infinity, log of infinity is again infinity. This is undefined. By integral test, sigma f of n from n equal to 2 to infinity is divergent. That means whenever p equal to 1, then your given series is divergent. A final conclusion. For p is less than or equal to 1, given series is divergent. For p is greater than 1, given series is convergent. This completes one of the very important problem, right? Yes, this completes your total integral test problematic area, but few more problems in the material available I given as homework list, but their solutions also I given just go through them. Maximum important and difficult questions I completed here only right. But in this basic infinite series ma, one more question is available ma, a small question. Let us go for it ma. It is also they may ask these type of questions. This question in short answer type session ma. Short answer SAQ question ma. Prove that if sigma an is convergent series of non-negative numbers and p is greater than 1, then prove that sigma an power p is also convergent. Sigma an power p is also convergent. Yes, once look here ma. This total meaning is sigma n is a convergent series of non-negative numbers ma. Means there is no negative number in the sigma n ma, terms ma. And whenever p is greater than 1 ma, let us form an power p ma. Whenever sigma an is convergent, sigma an power p is also convergent. Under what case ma? P is greater than 1 ma. That condition we have to show. This is your prescribed book question ma. They may ask in short answer type section ma. First I want to take given condition here ma. Given that sigma an is convergent, mean convergent series of total term I am writing non-negative numbers. This implies whenever sigma n is convergent ma, is it limit an as n tends to infinity is 0 for all 0 less than or equal to an is less than 1 ma. This is always possible ma. Whenever an lies between 0 and 1 ma, I mean whatever it may be situation, basically whenever sigma an is convergent ma, 100% limit an is 0 ma, right? That work I proceed there ma, right? And you know one natural condition ma. We know that 0 must be less than or equal to an power p is always less than an whenever p is greater than 1 ma. Whenever p is greater than 1 ma, an power p is always greater than or equal to 0 and an power p should be what ma? Less than an ma, whenever an lies between 0 and 1 ma. Here basically an lies between 0 and 1 ma, so that an power p is always less than an ma, right? Understood or not ma? That result I proceed ma. I mean here especially we got an power p is less than an for all p greater than 1 ma. Understood or not, right? an power p is less than an for all p greater than 1 and n belongs to z plus, no problem at all ma. Here once look ma. We know that sigma an is convergent ma and limit an is equal to 0 ma. Whenever sigma an is convergent and limit an is 0, in limit comparison test once look ma. Second condition, if sigma l equal to 0, if limit an un by vn as n tends to infinity and l equal to 0, and if sigma an is convergent, sigma vn also convergent. Otherwise just go for comparison test type 1 ma. Whenever sigma an is convergent ma, sigma an power p is also convergent or not? By comparison test type 1, sigma an power p is convergent. Reason is what ma? Already in the statement they given sigma an is convergent. Already in the statement they given sigma an is convergent ma. And we got some this is sigma un is convergent and un is less than vn ma. If sigma vn can convergent, then sigma un is also convergent ma. Like that we proceed here ma. But mainly come out here, how you written this ma? Basically whenever sigma an is a series of non-negative terms ma, limit an is 0 and an should be lies between 0 and 1 ma. While we are writing an power p ma, if an lies between 0 and 1 ma, an power p is always less than an ma. For example, I want to take an is equal to in between 0 and 1 by 2 ma, for example, and p is greater than 1 means 2 take ma. Then an power p is what ma? 1 by 2 square, 1 by 4. Is it 1 by 4 is always less than 1 by 2 or not? That is an power p is always less than an or not? Like that we written this relation. This you can reduce as like this. Whenever this is convergence, this is also convergence by comparison test type 1 more. That's all. Whenever sigma n is a convergent series of non-negative terms, and if p is greater than 1 more, then 100% sigma an power p is also convergent ma. This is one special problem ma. This is about your basic series ma. Series completed ma. Still in this infinite series one more concept is available. It is alternating series ma, that we can proceed in next class ma. Right? Yes, let us see one more small question ma, so that you can complete this basic series ma. That question is, if sigma un is convergent, sigma un is convergent, then prove that sigma un by 1 minus un for un is not equal to 1, for un is not equal to 1 is convergent. This the given ma, whenever un equal to 1, 1 minus un becomes 0, this becomes undefined series. For that cause only they given this rule ma, otherwise this total meaning is what ma, whenever sigma un is convergent, we must show that sigma un by 1 minus un is also convergent. Right. First I want to take given condition ma. What is given condition? Given that sigma un is convergent. Whenever sigma un is convergent ma, by necessary condition of convergent ma, we have limit un as n tends to infinity is equal to 0, let it be number 1 ma. Right? In the next step, I want to take this series is sigma vn ma. I can show sigma vn is convergent series in this situation, that completes your total work ma. For that cause, in the next step, I want to take Vn as what ma? Un by 1 minus Un for Un is not equal to 1 ma. This is compulsory. If Un equal to 1, this Vn becomes undefined series ma. Undefined means there is no definition at all. Right? That's why this should be restricted one, that the given in the statement itself ma. Right? This is your Vn term ma. Right? Now Vn is Un by 1 minus Un ma. Right? Now Vn is Un by 1 minus Un term ma. Now according to this ma, let us define Un by Vn ma. I mean take this Vn to this side, this one to other side. From this Un by Vn is equal to 1 minus Un. Un by Vn equal to 1 minus Un. Right? Now let us find limit Un by Vn as n tends to infinity, means both sides as n tends to infinity limit we taken. Limit 1 is 1 ma minus limit Un as n tends to infinity. This is 1 minus limit Un as n tends to infinity is 0 since from 1 ma. I mean here we got limit Un by Vn as n tends to infinity is 1, which is not equal to 0. Here once concentrate. We got limit Un by Vn is not equal to 0. Then sigma Un and sigma Vn converge or diverge together by limit comparison test ma. Here already sigma Un is convergent ma. Then sigma Vn is also convergent or not ma. Clearly I am writing. By limit comparison test, by limit comparison test, sigma Vn is convergent. Reason is what ma? Already sigma Un is convergent. To apply limit comparison test, limit Un by Vn is not equal to 0, and one if series is convergent, then other series also convergent ma. That work only we proceed. Already sigma Un is convergent ma, and limit Un by Vn is not equal to 0. So that sigma Vn is also convergent by limit comparison test. But Vn is our taken notation. Replace that. Vn is what ma? Un by 1 minus Un. Substitute here. This implies sigma Un by 1 minus Un is convergent. Is it completes your work or not? Whenever sigma un is convergent, we proved sigma un by 1 minus un is convergent for un is not equal to 1 ma. This is about your complete series, basic series problematic area and tests also ma. Still we have to proceed alternating series concept ma, that we can do in the next class, right?